In this video of the Bezi 101 series, we'll be covering materials. Materials control how light bounces off an object. This includes all the different types of materials available in Bezi, how to modify them, and how to save materials so that they can be reused or be linked to other materials within your scene. To start working on materials, select any object with visible 3D faces. Once selected, you will see materials pop up in the Properties panel. These are the different types of materials in Bezi. Standard, the basic material type that is affected by object lights and environmental lighting. Unlit, these consistently display without being affected by external lighting, making them ideal for user interfaces or for stylized 3D objects. Tuned, this has sharp separations between light and shadow, mimicking 2D cel-shaded graphics. Physical. This allows you to add additional effects like sheen, clear coat, and glass to materials. This is great for creating close to lifelike textures and surfaces. Shadow, an invisible shader that casts shadows under directional light. Shadow materials are useful for creative applications in emphasizing dramatic lighting effects. Occluder, used to hide objects behind it, showing only the background color or environment of the spatial canvas. And reality in augmented reality. This is particularly useful in composing mixed reality scenes where the digital world breaks into the real world. You can modify and customize materials by playing around with material settings. But before I continue, there are a few things to consider. First, materials are stateful, meaning that you can have different material properties across different object states, allowing you to create animated materials through the state machine. Second, when importing 3D assets, they oftentimes have complex textures or materials map across their surfaces. The materials can be modified in Bezi, however UV maps cannot. We recommend playing around with your materials and changing a few material properties to make those 3D models look great in your scene. Let's go over material properties that can be modified. You can change the color of a material. This can be done through the color picker or placing an image texture. If you choose to modify both, you can adjust the image texture, thus affecting the imported image. There are additional settings for your image textures called image maps. These can help greatly vary your material. You can control an image's tiling, offset, and rotation. These parameters are synced to all other image texture layers, ensuring that you can make some complex layered materials that look great static or animated through the state machine. Opacity adjusts how transparent a material is. Importing a black and white image texture allows you to control what parts of the material are visible. Bright parts are visible, darker parts are invisible. Roughness controls the reflectiveness of the surface. Less rough makes it shinier. More rough makes the shine more diffused. Importing an image texture can help give your material an uneven surface. Metal adjusts how much the material reflects its environment. Similar to roughness, reflectiveness can also be affected through image textures. For advanced users, press Add to view normal maps. This material property can be used to influence how light interacts with the surface, simulating fine details without altering the object's geometry. If you wish to learn more about normal maps, you can find external resources talking about it in detail and how to generate them in third-party software like Adobe Substance Painter. Creating materials can be time-consuming. To save a material that you've created, add it to the Materials Style library. These can be reused with other objects. If you modify the material style, the changes will reflect across all objects that use that material. You can also unlink materials if you want to create a new material that inherits the properties of the original material, allowing you to create new material variations that can be saved in the Materials Style library. Materials play a crucial role in defining the aesthetics of your layered 3D objects in Bezi. After learning about all the basic building blocks that make your scene look great, we'll dive deeper into how to add more objects from outside sources and how to organize them all as we continue Bezi 101. See you in the next video.